Okay, I just wanted to show you an external wood burning stove that I've got here. I inducted this into my trailer. As you can see, the line at the bottom, it basically goes into the ductwork underneath my trailer at this end of the trailer. So it's at the far end of the trailer, and then I've got a return line that comes out of my living room, and it basically goes into there to suck fresh air in. So I got this wood burning stove from a customer that owed me some money, so I didn't really build it, but you can build this. It looks like it's homemade. It's been working great. It's like a two-stage. You put the wood in the bottom, heats up some tubes in the top, and then it goes up through the middle and exhausts. And then I've got like a dampener in the top here. I'll show you. That dampener switch right there, that closes it and opens it up. And in the summertime, you kind of open it a little bit more to get hotter. And then you've also got a breather door down here at the bottom. So that works pretty good. Now I had to build the back box. As you can see, the back box I had to build. Now that's got a blower inside of it. Okay, so basically what you got here is you got your top duct comes in, feeds it down into the lower box, and is drawn in by a fan. The fan pushes it up through the bottom section, I'd say the bottom section of this, and then pushes it back out the top and comes down and runs back in. So that's basically how I got it designed and set up. And I had to build a back box and induct the tubes into, into the blower and stuff. Other than that, it works great. I'm going to show you a little something else. If you want to design your own, is that there's a switch, a thermostat switch here. Now mine went out today, so I'm making a video of it because I bought a new one. It's an 11-inch probe. I can't remember who makes it. I believe, as you can see down here, there's a little dial that you set. And what you set it at is, or what I've got mine set on, is it kicks on basically about 100 degrees or 90 degrees when it warms up. Sorry. When it warms up to 90 degrees, it kicks on. And it'll heat up all the way to 300 degrees. And I don't have it set at 300, I've got it at like 250. So that way it doesn't burn up at my floor. And I think I got it closer to like 225 actually. But I don't want my floor to catch on fire, so basically what it does is it kicks off at 225. And I'll show you a little closer. You needed to know how the wiring hooks up. I don't remember exactly how it worked, but on the right side they call it the limit. Let me back up here a little bit. On the right side they call it limit. I've got a jumper wire on the bottom, 2 prongs, that goes over to the other side, and then you can see I've got a black wire that also ties into that jumper wire, and then I've got a green wire that comes in, and I believe that comes off my fan, but I'm not positive exactly how I wired that up. But bottom line is I'm just showing you can use one of these. There's you'll find online how you wire them up, and that's how I did mine. I did it the same way that I found on there, but it's called a limit switch for controlling your fan. It's a fan limit switch. You just look that up and I'll show you how to wire it. Just wanted to show you that. Now there is one thing that's a drawback to this. I'm just going to point it out. As you blow your air that's hot into your mobile home, it comes up into your duct. Now it runs down the ductwork, of course, all the way down the bottom of the trailer, and then it gets to the point where on top, if you can see it, I've got a fresh air supply that's right there. That fresh air supply sucks air in on your furnace. My hot air likes to run up that tube. So what it's doing is it's going inside my trailer, going up to the ductwork, shooting all the way across, and then it goes straight up to that tube up there where it's fresh air, because hot air rises, of course. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, instead of it running up that tube, I'm going to take and I'm going to cap that off. You just throw a bucket over it, a little blue bucket, like that. Only it won't have a hole in it, of course. I burn a hole in it, or you can use a metal one if you like. But basically all you do is you throw it upside down, cover that up in the winter. And then what I'm going to do is the hot air will travel all the way down my manufactured home, and it'll get to the back room. And on the back room, I'll put another one of those in there, just like it, so it gets fresh air. And what that'll do is when you cap that one, it'll draw it all the way down to the end of the trailer. Now that's my idea. That's what I'm going to try to do, and I'll let you know how that goes. Other than that, this thing's working great. It heats up 90% of my trailer. I'd say 80% at least. And then at the end of my trailer, though, it gets a little colder, and maybe that's why my pipes had froze up this year, because it got down to like -8, -18 degrees, and it just wasn't cooling back there where my pipes are on that side. So I'm going to run a new fresh air inlet in the winter. I'm going to have it closed off there, and I'm going to have one at the other end of the trailer where it sucks it all the way down to the end of the trailer, and it'll heat up all my ducts. Otherwise, it goes straight up and it comes out that fresh air returns. Just wanted to show you guys that. That's a little bit of drawback that I found so far. Other than that, I'll keep you posted if there's any updates on it, and if you ever try to build one yourself. I do recommend that you guys do a lot of homework on it, figure out what's going on, because this one's been like a year in the process of making, and it works great. I'm burning tons of wood, and it works great. It keeps my house anywhere from, I'd say right now it's probably 77 to 86 degrees at a given time, and it really stokes up and gets it hot. But as you know, underneath trailers, you have problems heating underneath and keeping your pipes warm. So I wish I would have ducted in just a little small vent I can open and close underneath the trailer to keep the underside of it, which is something else that I'm going to try as well. That way some of that nice scaldy dog hot air will come in, and it'll heat up underneath my trailer as well. So I'll keep you guys posted. Thanks for watching Sand Time. Save all your money.